again. How are you? Well, it's lovely that you're here. Please take a seat. Okay. Are you comfortable? Good. Okay. So, I just simply want you to bear in your mind that this is your time. Okay? This is your time. Nobody needs anything from you at the moment. Nobody wants anything from you. Okay? So, together, let's just take a deep breath. Drop our shoulders. Allow our tongue to drop down in our mouth. Let's breathe out the day. Oh, let's breathe out the worries. Okay. You're here. You're safe. And this is your time. Okay? So, when I spoke to you recently, you were looking to have some affirmations, some inspirational quotes to help you and to guide you, perhaps even comfort you. And you wanted to do some cards from the Untethered Soul range. Is that correct? Perfect. Okay. So again, just sit back. Allow yourself this time. Okay? And I'm just going to read to you some inspirational affirmations and quotes before we commence on your cards. Okay? Good. So let's see what we need to know. If I may make a suggestion for when you have a few moments, I know it's difficult sometimes to find those few moments, but take a moment to perhaps write yourself a letter. And literally start it off by saying, "Dear me, how are you?" Okay? And then perhaps elaborate what makes me me, and try and find your qualities, your uniqueness, and see it in front of you on the paper. If you feel inclined to write down some of your worries to help shift them from your head to the paper, it can also help. And when you're writing or in everyday life, try as much as possible, I know it's sometimes difficult, to be true and honest with yourself. Okay. If my mind can conceive it and my heart can believe it, I can achieve it. I will choose my own path. Don't put pressure on myself. It won't help me or those around me. Write my own story. Be the director of my own film, a memoir of my life. But you can edit it, rewrite it, change directions. The power is mine. Okay. The power is mine. Believe in myself and my instincts. It's my true north. It's my true north. Always be true to myself. Some may not like it, but better that than a life in hiding. It's not me against the world, but often me against me. Does that one resonate? It was okay. What kind of person would I like to become? Being true to myself will set me free. Whether it's a small step or a leap, they all matter and keep moving me forward. My job is simply to find a way to be happy with me. Okay. Don't forget, this is your time. Okay. Nobody needs anything from you at the moment. Nobody wants anything from you at the moment. Okay. Today, I will only do things that mean the most to me and the ones I love. Let's say this one together, perhaps. Okay. I am enough. I know enough. I have enough. So I can do this. I am enough. I know enough. I have enough. So I can do this. If I am doing my best, then I'm doing enough. If I'm doing my best, then I'm doing enough. Another little suggestion I may make, as well as the letter, is to write yourself perhaps just a very short declaration that may go something like this. Dear self, I hear you. I care for you. I will be kind to myself. And then you could perhaps put in a couple of little kind suggestions, like I will make myself a cup of tea. I will buy myself some flowers. I will do something that makes me happy. And then don't forget to sign it and date it, and then perhaps pop it away, and then slide it into your diary, and then rediscover it and remind yourself of your declaration to yourself. Have a few affirmations on choices and courage. Take time to stop, breathe, reflect. Try being empathetic, not just to your dear friends and family, but to yourself. Embrace the rhythm of my life. Inhale and stop. Be still. Exhale. Be still. Inhale. Stop. Be still. Exhale. Be still. Use my head and my heart and decide what is right for me. Let my quiet, kind inner voice encourage me, motivate me, and believe in myself. Focus on that quiet voice over the loud voice that pulls me down. Focus on that quiet voice over the loud voice that pulls me down. Choose to escape and step into my safe and happy place. I'm pleased you're here too. fill my senses with music, smells, and memories that nurture me. Bravery and being courageous brings me freedom. Bravery and being courageous brings me freedom. Have the courage to look after myself before I can look after others. Please have the courage to do what I want and not what is expected. Okay, perhaps you want to say that one back to yourself again. Have the courage to do what I want, and not what is expected. Everything is a choice. What will I choose? What will I choose? I think sometimes in life things can feel really messy when so many things are coming at us in all directions. But I find this passage to be comforting and resonates with myself, and maybe it will with you too. Sometimes making a change can feel messy, but when things are messy, change is happening, which means progress, opportunity. Just by knowing this, it can be such a relief. So when I'm feeling out of control, just let go. It's how it's supposed to be. Just let go. It's how it's supposed to be. And give myself permission to be happy, to do what I love, and to follow my dreams. By losing control, it gives us possibilities, opportunities, and sometimes miracles. If I'm feeling like not much is making sense, in fact, change is happening. And I am about to get closer to being my true self. I don't need to travel to free myself. It's available now with the everyday choices that I can make. Have the courage to make those difficult decisions. The more difficult, the bigger the rewards. My choices have consequences and have the power, though, to take me in any direction. That one again. My choices have consequences and have the power to take me in any direction. Feeling free is mine for the taking and the making, anytime, at any age. It's a choice. There are only ever 3 options. Live with it, improve it, change it. Pour courage over my life, and I will see myself grow. I will choose my emotions wisely. When something or an event happens, stop and think. How am I going to choose to react? I can't change events, but I have the power to choose how I feel and express myself. And if life does deal me a terrible card, I'll cut myself some slack and be kind to myself instead. Sometimes I just have to stop and look up. Otherwise, I might miss a crossroad. Let's move on to now, before we go on to the Tethered Soul cards that I have in front of me. Wise words and lessons, as it's okay to rewrite your life. Okay? You comfortable? Good. What if I fail? But what if I succeed? Stop, breathe, reflect. None of us know what the future holds for us, but decide for yourself. What am I okay with? What am I okay with? Worry doesn't dissolve problems, doesn't achieve anything, and it won't make anything go away. So try and stop that mindless chatter, the noise. Worry doesn't solve problems. It doesn't achieve anything, and it won't make anything go away. Stop that mindless chatter. Try and clear the mind and choose to travel lighter. If I really can't solve a real problem that matters, ask myself, how can I care for myself through this? How can I care for myself through this? It's time to be kinder and calmer on myself. this is a practical one to do at times to introduce it into your day. Okay. Regularly ask myself from 1 to 10, how am I feeling? How am I feeling? Be honest and aware of your mind and your body. If it's a low number, don't ignore it. Acknowledge it. Then be kind to myself or make those changes now. How do I want to feel? My life is happening right here, right now. Right here, right now. To make change, first, find something wrong in your life and then admit to it. I will be the master of my own time, fitting work around life and not life around work. I know sometimes it is difficult, I understand. But what could I do differently? If I have been hurt or exposed to changes, all the unexpected, what could I do differently? What wise words would a friend tell me that I find difficult to tell myself? In this session with the book, we're going to finish on the head, heart and kindness chapter before we go on to your cards. Is that okay? Good, lovely. Let's take a deep breath in. Let it all go. Drop those shoulders. Happiness is what happens when you forget about trying to be happy. Just let go. Just let go. If I did my best and I meant well, then that's all I can do. I don't need to have all the answers, as long as I keep asking the right questions. Stop looking over my shoulder. Keep looking ahead. Otherwise, I might miss an opportunity. Consider for a moment that everything that I have done up until now was to prepare me for this moment, this time. Even the things that didn't work out as I planned. Like that one again with you. Just consider for a moment that everything that I have done up until now was to prepare me for this moment, this time. Even the things that didn't work out as I planned. What if this is happening for me? to me? What if this leads to a better world for me? I must free myself from the expectations of others. Free myself from the expectation of others. Trying to control everything is exhausting. Trying to control everything is exhausting. So don't even try. If I have a tendency to do this, I have to stop. I can't control how others think, what they do, and the future. But I can control how I react, how I respond, my choices, and how I feel. Trying to control everything is exhausting. Don't even try. If I can talk myself out of something, I can talk myself into something. I should stop telling myself the same old story and expecting a different ending. Perhaps write one that I like. With little steps, I can still make a good distance. Letting go of being in control doesn't mean I am not powerful. I can give myself the gift of forgiveness. I can give myself the gift of forgiveness. Okay. So, with the book, we'll leave it there. But in your next session, we'll continue with the chapters, again then finishing on the cards. Okay, so are you happy to progress to the cards? Perfect. Okay, so I have your Untethered Soul cards laid out in front of you. Okay. I'd like you to focus on that question. Okay. Who are you really? Who are you really? And we're going to go through each pile and just pick a card from each. As I do so, I'd like you to focus in on perhaps a situation that you would like an answer for, an emotion, a question, and perhaps it will resonate with you. Okay? Are you happy to start? Good. Start with, we have freeing yourself cards. say when. Okay, and then I'll stop shuffling and we'll choose that card. Is that okay with you? In your own time. Okay. The more you sit in the self, the more you will begin to feel an energy that you have never experienced before. It comes up from behind you rather than in front, where you experience your mind and emotions. So the more you sit in the self, it's like we were saying, being true to yourself, your true north, the more you'll begin to feel an energy that you've never experienced before. It comes up from behind rather than in front, where you experience your mind and emotions. Beautiful. Let's move on to the awakening consciousness. Again, I'm just going to shuffle, and I'd just like you to say when. Okay. Card lands on top. We'll have, okay. Awakening consciousness. Come to know the one who watches the voice, and you will come to know one of the great mysteries of creation. Come to know the one who watches the voice, and you will come to know one of the great mysteries of creation. Awakening consciousness. Quite deep, that one. Let's move on to our third pile. Going beyond. Again, to think of a question or a situation or an emotion. I will shuffle and then let me know when you'd like me to stop. Okay? Beyond is infinite in all directions. Yeah, meaning possibilities are endless. Yeah. Okay. Experiencing energy from the Untethered Soul collection. Again, I'm going to shuffle and to say when, and we'll see what that card says, what it's telling you, what it needs you to know. Experiencing energy. Enthusiasm, joy and love. If you can feel that all the time, then who cares what happens outside? That's a positive one, yeah. Enthusiasm, joy and love. If you can feel that all the time, then who cares what happens outside? And then we'll move on to our last pile of cards for today's session. Let's give them a shuffle and let me know which one you'd like me to stop at. Living life. Just relax and release, and deal only with what's left in front of you. You do not need to worry about the rest. I like that one, yeah. Just relax and release, and deal only with what's left in front of you. You do not need to worry about the rest. Perfect. I think we'll end your session here today. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking this time for you. Okay. And I'll see you again very soon. Take care.